This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. What up, this is DC Channel Guns, coming at another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. So I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. Appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the support and love. Appreciate everything that y'all do for the 2A community. And like I said before, y'all are the star people. I'm just a message. I'm just the average citizen trying to uphold the Constitution, defend the Second Amendment. So with that said, now I want to talk about some technology and stuff that has been used across the country in a lot of your major cities and stuff like that. Now, there's been devices that has been put in a lot of communities. I'm talking about a lot of these cities and stuff like that. And, you know, what they do, they detect, you know, pretty much gunfire and stuff like that. They detect sounds from gunshots and everything. And, you know, right now, a lot of cities been spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to put this technology around the communities and stuff. Now, to my, you know, the problem that, you know, the reason why you have cities spending this massive amount of money, they're trying to say this has been pretty much kind of curbing gun violence and gun crimes and stuff like that. I'm talking about, you know, to each their own with that. I'm talking about sort of whatever, some of the information I'm looking at. But, you know, when it comes to these shot spotters and stuff like that, that's in the neighborhood. Now, one thing that I have seen with a lot of the reports is pretty much about 60% of shots fired in the neighborhood. Nobody calls the police. Nobody says nothing. I'm talking about nobody is calling. I'm talking about, you know, so the technology is pretty much designed to alert the police that it has detected shots in the area and stuff like that. So, you know, police have been arriving and coming and people have been arrested. Gun has been seized from people and stuff like that. But, you know, this is the stuff that is resorting a lot of cities to use a lot of technology when it comes to gun crimes and gun violence in the communities and stuff. Because, you know, you have people right in the neighborhood, people just don't call the police. I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about a lot of these shot spotters and the detection and stuff, you know, has spotted multiple shots. Sound like a war zone, as some of the police officers would say, you know, listen to the sounds and stuff and the alerts. But, you know, no one is calling. So, you know, they're spending huge money in these cities and stuff. Now, with that said, you having cities now to defund the police. Now, that is a huge problem because you have cities who have pretty much fully invested in a lot of these things and everything. And then you have situations where police are retiring or they're leaving. And, you know, a lot of the, you know, areas where you have these shot spotters, you know, police are not able to go check in the area for shots fired. So we've seen this huge increase in gun violence in a lot of your major cities and stuff. And this system is not cheap, people. I'm talking about it's costing somewhere between like $70,000 per mile to have this technology installed in the communities and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of things that has been used to curb gun violence and stuff like that. Now, you have the opposition who's now talking about they want to defund, you know, these cities and stuff like that. But, you know, some of these cities are trying to curb gun violence. They're trying to do something, you know, because you have some people that's not participating in the curb the gun violence. And so, you know, we have people who are pushing defund the police and stuff like that. But a lot of these people, you know, they're letting the problem persist in the neighborhoods. So it's a lot of ways that you got to look at the reason why we have a lot of gun violence and stuff like that. Some people feel that if they go to the police and everything, nothing is going to happen. So I'm talking about, you know, we have a huge issue in this country. But, you know, a lot of the laws and stuff that I'm seeing that's being passed, major laws, are pretty much on the law-abiding citizen. I'm talking about we need to start trying to find other solutions, such as stuff like this, shot spotters and stuff like that, using some of these technology and everything in the communities to try to curb the gun violence and stuff. Because it's very dangerous for a lot of officers and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a huge mess out there, people. I'm talking about nothing's going to be solved perfectly and everything. A lot of things is trial and error. But, you know, right now, when you have states talking about, you know, cities, and you have the opposition talking about defund the police and everything, this is going to make this situation even worse, especially when you have a lot of cities who have contracts with the companies installing all this equipment and stuff in. I'm talking about it's not cheap, people. It's not cheap. But, you know, they're trying to find solutions to curb the gun violence and stuff like that. See, these are a lot of things that we can do in the 2A community. These are a lot of things that we can do in communities that's pretty much written by gun violence and stuff like that. It's not always more gun control laws, people. It's other solutions out there. And I think this is a good technology in a lot of these major cities and stuff that we can use to curb gun violence. Sometimes gun laws is not the answer to everything. So, in the 2A community, if we can start looking at some of these things to push technology to curb gun violence and not having your cities and stuff to result to more gun control laws, because we have enough gun control laws. They're not working. So I just want to talk about this. I hope that this can pretty much, just give you food for thought and everything, that there's other things that we can do instead of keep creating gun laws on the law-abiding citizens and stuff. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.